morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day. Today is Friday, and it is April 10th. Now, on our show today, we do have an update with Jeff Parker, and he'll be with us to talk to us a little bit about some more mandates that are happening here in the village. And then we also have a Zoom interview with Dr. Trin, and he is doing some really amazing work out there with his foundation, as well as some new educational ways to get in touch with him and to hear about some of the things that he'll be talking about. But first, I have to wish Antoinette Tony Mullen a very happy birthday. She turns 107 today. Can you believe it? Well, actually not today. It's Sunday is when she turns 107. We made this cute little happy birthday photo for her. So happy birthday, Tony, 107. Congratulations. That is quite a milestone on Sunday. So enjoy. Now, I wanted to mention to you about the meetings. The meetings are going to be broadcasted on their regular times. So when they were normally going to be live, you will be able to see those on our station on their regular times. So obviously you can see here GRF is the first Tuesday, United is the second Tuesday of the month, and then third is the third Tuesday. So even though they're going to be virtual, we will still air them. And the last one happened this last Tuesday, and it went off very well. All right, let's go ahead and give you our regular information as we normally do. So you can go to orangecountyhealthinfo.com, and there you will see, here's the info right here for you, there's a lot of really great stuff on there. Now, I know we were talking a lot about masks the other day. So not the Orange County Health Info one, but the CDC.gov has ways for you to make masks at home. And so we've got that there. So you can see this is the CDC.gov. And then in the bottom corner there, you click on the face coverings, and then it'll bring you to the next slide. And you then will be able to learn how to make your own face covering. And so that's a real easy way. Although there will be some ways for you to get masks here in the village, and we'll hopefully have that information for you next week. Now, of course, you can always go to this is our website, which is lagunavillagealerts.com, and we have lots of links there, and we'll keep adding to them as we have them available to you. Now, you can also email us at info@lagunawoodsvillage.com if you have any questions, or as usual, you could go to our recorded hotline, which is updated regularly, 949-268-2019. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Wow, I don't know about you, but boy, was it rainy the entire night. It was just constant rain, and we will continue to have that rain here, 63-51 today. Then tomorrow we are going to see some clouds, but we will have some sunshine, so you can get some vitamin D. Then on Sunday we will have some morning mist, but it will be cloudy all day. I don't think the sun's going to be popping out. Then on Monday, we've got sunshine and cool, so very nice day on Monday. And then Tuesday, mostly sunny with some clouds, and we're getting up finally into the 70s. Then our next photo, we've got, it's not a sunrise or a sunset, but it is a gorgeous photo sent in by Joel Goldstein. Thank you so much. Very beautiful photo of Barbara Lake. And if you have a gorgeous photo from somewhere around here, we would love for you to send it in. Doesn't have to be a sunset or a sunrise. So next week, we'll just go ahead and we'll just have scenery. And then this one I found, I couldn't believe it. So evidently when it rains here in our area, Dana Point has this gorgeous waterfall, and I think you can drive right by it on the Harbor Road right there. So go check that out because when it stops raining, it goes away. So anyway, all right, we will be right back after this. So stay tuned and we'll have Jeff Parker.
Before the next earthquake, take 30 seconds to refresh your memory about these important disaster preparedness tips. Make a family emergency plan. Decide how you'll get in touch with each other, where you'll go, and what you'll do in an emergency. Build a disaster supply kit with enough water, food, and emergency supplies to last at least 3 days. It's important to have disaster supply kits for work, cars, and pets too. Find and fix items in your home that might hurt someone by moving, breaking, or falling during an earthquake. Know how to react safely when the ground shakes. If you're inside, stay there. Remember to drop, cover, and hold on. Drop down onto your hands and knees and cover your head and neck with your arms to protect yourself from falling objects. If you can move safely, crawl under a sturdy desk or table and hold on to one of the legs until the shaking stops. After an earthquake, help people who are hurt or trapped. Call 911 for emergencies only. Check your home for damage, including gas or water leaks, damaged wiring, or downed power lines. Protect your family and your home by making a plan, building a kit, and practicing disaster drills at least twice a year. Be sure to visit readyoc.org for more information on emergency preparedness and alertoc.com to sign up for emergency alerts and notifications. We want you to be prepared for a disaster just as much as you do.
We consider hearing to be an essential part of your life. During this time of quarantine and isolation, you need to be hearing the best you can to understand how to stay safe and to hear your friends and family. Advanced Ear Care is offering service to everyone that needs help with their hearing aids, no matter where it was you purchased. If it's not working properly, please call for a free troubleshooting appointment. We even have hands-free, no-contact curbside service. There's no charge for this service. Advanced Ear Care is here to keep you hearing during these critical days.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, Jeff Parker is here with us, and he's got some latest updates for you to be working on over the weekend. Well, welcome again.
Thank you, Lisa. Good morning to you.
Good morning. And we have our masks.
We do have our masks.
We have some new ones. You know, I mean, it's kind of fun where you can have different ones, I guess, which is kind of nice. So tell me what's, well, first of all, you want to go over maybe, you want to do the masks first? Okay.
Well, so just talk about some numbers.
Okay, sure.
Well, the county's gone over 1,000 now of reported cases, which is unfortunate, but we're seeing that kind of spike up again. I think that is the trend that we're seeing in California, these little lulls and then these spikes. So again, the effort by everybody to stay at home and to wear their mask, and I'll talk about that in just a second, is certainly a key to trying to flatten this curve out, as they say. Unfortunately, as we reported before, we had our first cases reported under the reporting system for the county. We are now for Laguna Woods at 7. Again, unfortunately, I can't say that those 7 are all in the village or any of them are in the village, because it encompasses the whole community of Laguna Woods. Okay. And certainly there are residents outside of the village. But the fact that there are 7 shows that this is starting to grow, and so we have to do our due diligence, and everybody needs to stay home and be very, very cautious when they do go out, which is really the next topic I wanted to talk about with regards to the mask.
Okay.
So with regards to all of our employees, we already instructed them this week that all our essential employees need to wear masks and gloves when they're in operation. That's outside and even inside when our employees are just walking the halls. If they're not in their particular office, if they're in open spaces, they need to be wearing gloves and masks. That's a requirement that we're making because we just want to be ahead of the process with regards to being as safe as we can. So all our outside employees, our landscapers, if they're in operation, what they're not because of the rain, but our bus drivers, our ambassadors, all those people that you potentially could run into that are employees of the village are going to be required to wear gloves and masks. And not only to protect them, but also protect the citizens of our community.
Sure.
So that's really critical. Now, the county came up with new regulations and new orders. Theirs is not a mandate. Theirs is an order to ask people to do this. Okay. However, in the nearby areas, such as the city of Irvine, they're making it a mandatory order, and Los Angeles is making it a mandatory order. So I think eventually Orange County will go in that direction too. I think they're showing more and more results from it. So if we can keep people focused in on wearing the mask, wear the gloves whenever you go outside. Right. Even if you're walking, I know we've gotten a few people say, well, why when I'm walking? Again, it is just to protect you and protect everybody in this very short time, hopefully, period, where there could be interaction with other people, and it's all about being safe.
Exactly. And, you know, I know there was some question early on about whether or not it stays in the air, and there is some studies that show that it could potentially stay in the air for a little while. So that's why you do want to wear the mask, because if you do happen to walk by outside and somebody was in that area and they sneezed and you walked through that, well, then that's potential. So the mask really does help protect you for that.
It
So
does.
Good idea.
It does.
Good idea. Okay, good. And then now, I mentioned that, you know, well, first of all, Dr. Trin we have him on today, and he talks about how you can get some masks. So, and then we mentioned the CDC, and then also our website has ways that you can make your own masks too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And information that I hope to have more details on Monday. Understand that the foundation is working to get some sewing machines to people who can sew more masks, which would be great. And that's a really nice thing for the foundation to do, and much appreciated. And I know that we have a lot of sewing club members.
Yeah.
They can get a hold of having material and some sewing machines that they can use at home. They're going to be able to invest in making some masks for the community, which would be great. And we, as an organization, are reaching out to a lot of different agencies and organizations that are willing to donate masks for our organization, for our employees. We received a big contribution the other day, and so we're going to bring back on Monday kind of a total of what people are doing and how gracious they have been in providing that. So it's real important. We're talking about these kind of masks in the sense the ones that are like the medical mask or these type are the critical ones that people to wear. If you have N95s, where everybody's really being asked not to use those. Those are really for medical facilities because those are more critical with regards to the care that's necessary at the hospitals or offices.
Well, and I don't even think you can get a hold of any of those anyway. I don't even think they sell them at Home Depot anymore. I mean, they're all gone.
Very difficult.
But again, these are just fine. The ones that have like maybe a few layers, and they should be okay. So.
And you can wash them and dry them, and that takes care
just
of any.
Kind of helping, first of all, helping you not touch your mouth and your nose. That's the key thing too. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. The other thing that is being recommended, and certainly I have a set in my office, it's not a mandatory thing in any way, is to have a pair of sunglasses or a pair of glasses or goggles. Same situation, your eyes are a membrane too. And so don't forget that. And whatever you do, learn the way to take the mask off. And the worst thing you can do is, in a sense, go up here and touch your eyes because that facilitates, again, the spread really easily. So it's, taking it off from the ears in an appropriate manner. And I know you're going to provide a lot of information on that, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, and then, obviously, it's the hands. That's really the key too.
Washing them all the time.
Wash, and wash, which I think we're all like, make sure you put your lotion on too, because man, we're all drying out our hands now washing them so much. All right, good. And then this weekend is Easter Sunday, and you have some information that the 19th restaurant is doing some special.
Yeah, first thing, I wanted to wish everybody a Good Friday today and a happy Easter on Sunday in these trying times, I know. But it is an important weekend, and I realize that, and so I want everybody to, with their families especially, can enjoy this time. But a really neat thing is that at the restaurant, at Restaurant 19, they're going to have a special menu, which is for $14.99 per person, offers a choice of turkey, ham, or braised tri-tip, served with salad, vegetables, and mashed potatoes.
Wow.
For $14.99. Can't beat that.
Wow, yeah.
And on dessert. And if you also want to order a bottle of wine, they can add that to the menu.
Okay.
So if you're interested in that, certainly get your orders in early. Tony's doing a great job there. And the number to call is 949-206-1525.
Perfect. That's great. Good
Make
information.
sure you have that number, and we'll get that out.
We'll get that up there for them. And so that's great. I mean, it's nice that they have some options. There it is right there, 206-1525. So that's awesome. Good deal.
That is great.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You have a great Easter weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Monday.
You too. Stay safe.
All right. You too. And remember that it's Good Friday today, and then Sunday is Easter Sunday, and you can go ahead and call in your order in the 19th restaurant. We also have a very special thing that's going on Sunday too, and we'll tell you in just a bit. We'll be right back. interview with Dr. Trin, who's going to tell us a little bit about some things that he's doing on education as well as part of his mission work. Well, Dr. Trin, thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm at home sitting under a blanket as I talk to you.
Sitting under a blanket, all nice and cozy. I know, sometimes I think people are going to get used to this and really kind of like working out of their house.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's first start off. Obviously, things have changed in your education. You're not meeting like you normally would. So let's tell me about some of the things that you have coming up, and then we'll get to some of the mission stuff.
Definitely. So coronavirus hits and I canceled probably over 50 lectures that was scheduled in March, April, and May. I didn't cancel anything from June on. I may or may not have, depending on how we do, right, with this pandemic. But in lieu of these in-person live lectures, what I've done is I've gone on Facebook and I'm doing now these health education seminars on Facebook. Obviously, a lot of that talk now is dedicated to updating folks on coronavirus.
Right.
So my Facebook talks is every Thursday at 8 in the morning, from 8 to 9, usually about an hour. That's what I do.
Okay, and all they would have to do is they go into the Facebook page if they have a Facebook, and they type in Dr. Trin and they spell that out, right? And they'll find you right away.
Yeah, it's if they go on a website, they would just type down facebook.com/doctor with the whole word spelled out.
Okay.
DOCTOR, Trin, TRINH. And
Okay,
that's
great.
Dr. Trin.
Now, have you been doing them already?
I have. I've been doing them already. It's been going on for the last few weeks.
Okay, great. And so I would assume that you have saved those videos. So if somebody wants to catch up, they'll be able to go to your Facebook page and see them?
Yes, they are all saved. And not only are they saved, I save them on YouTube as well. I have a little YouTube channel, which I'll send you that later on.
Okay, that sounds great. We can go ahead and share that with everybody. Well, good. Well, we've got some great pictures of you in the full protective wear. You've got a mask. You've got everything. So why did you do that?
Well, I'm in the emergency room every week at Orange Coast Memorial, taking care of patients. And so that is the full, it looks like a hazmat type setup.
It does.
To protect ourselves from coronavirus. And I'm lucky because Memorial Care currently do have the supplies that we need, but I have heard of other organizations who are very low in mask and gloves and all types of personal protection equipment for doctors and nurses. And so from that angle, we are basically through our nonprofit trying to deliver masks to those folks.
Well, that's great. And you mentioned that you delivered lots over the last, 2 weeks?
Yes, about a week, 2 weeks ago, in conjunction with Alzheimer's Orange County, our partner. I think we delivered about 3,000 masks, surgical masks to medical groups such as Monarch Medical Group and Greater Newport Medical Group, along with employees of assisted living and nursing homes and stuff like that.
What if someone needs masks? Where would you suggest that they go?
So there are many mask makers right now actually doing and creating and making sewing masks from home.
Right.
These DIY, right? Do-it-yourself masks.
Do-it-yourselfers, yep. And they are coming out in full force.
They're coming out. As a matter of fact, our Laguna Woods folks are making DIY masks.
Oh, good.
The team that was originally making the comfort dolls, these white dolls that I've been taking around the world.
Okay.
Kiwanis Club, Saddleback Kiwanis Club. They have now started to do masks.
That's great.
As soon as they are set with a good number of masks, they'll normally contact me, and I will have volunteers pick up masks and deliver masks. Yesterday, we delivered probably about 15 masks to the Laguna Woods areas, to seniors to those who needed masks.
Well, there is potentially, there's a directive in some other areas, not necessarily here in Orange County, that people will start to wear masks on a regular basis when they're outside. And so I'm assuming that you're going to be hearing from more people that might need masks, especially ones that might be sewn and where you could maybe reuse them, wash them, things like that, because some of those other surgical ones aren't necessarily reusable.
That's correct. As a matter of fact, I was reading yesterday that the County of Riverside mandated these masks for public use, and that there's a huge fine if you weren't wearing a mask. I think it was like $1,000 or something like that.
My goodness. Well, we could be right behind them. We could be right, but I already have my masks. I should have brought mine over here to show you. I've got somebody that made me these cute little custom ones. So I wore one on the other day, but you know, I mean, it's certainly a new norm for us, which is really unusual. We've never had to deal with anything like this before. You know, being kind of on the front lines as you are, what are you seeing? I mean, gosh, we hear so many stories about the doctors and the nurses. What are you seeing?
It's a war we're fighting, and it's a war against an unseen enemy, a virus. It's a global war. The solution to it is what we're doing now: staying put at home, social distancing,
right?
You know, washing our hands, wearing a mask when we're out in public. This because the virus spreads from person to person. The more we kind of self-distance ourselves from that person-to-person contact, this is how we are going to defeat this. I have noticed that, and knock on wood, right? I've noticed that the numbers in Orange County and the graph and the chart of growth in Orange County is not as bad as that number for Los Angeles,
right,
or for New York City, or for Louisiana. Our numbers, not to say that we're doing great, but our numbers I believe we're kind of bending the curve a little bit in Orange County.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that, that we're doing that. But again, knock on wood, right? You never know what the
right. Well, I know. And New York's been putting out some numbers, and they thought that things were, I'm sure it's going to vary from day to day, of course, but as a whole, it seems like things are looking a little brighter. So, I mean, hopefully we will maintain the numbers that you were talking about. But boy, I think everybody here did a really good job. They immediately took notice, and they stayed home, and we didn't go out to parks, and we didn't do all the stuff everybody was still doing in some cases, but the majority of our residents, I'm finding out, are doing a really good job. So good information. Let's talk a little bit about some other things that you're doing. What else is happening out there?
Well, just a lot of nonprofit work. Our organization, Tongue Out, has been connecting resources to such as masks and gowns.
Okay.
So we've been really busy trying to connect those who are bringing the masks and gowns into the States and distributing that to those who need it. So that's kind of been my full-time work. I've been actually busier with coronavirus than before. Before I did a lecture, you know, I was done, I relaxed. And now it's Zoom calls every day.
Yeah.
Connect resources and those who need it.
I know. I hear Zoom is really getting popular. We're going to crash the system one of these days. Let's hope we don't. Well, I'm really proud of all of the work that you're doing. We certainly appreciate it. And we will definitely share with everybody the pictures and your contact information. But other than that, is there anything you want to tell our community?
You know, I miss the community. I miss speaking in the community. I miss my patients. I got a few hundred patients who are in Laguna Woods, and as soon as this all ends and the virus goes away, I'll be back in the community, just saying hi and doing lectures, educating, and but between now and then, I will be on Facebook so the community can reach me there. And if anyone in the community needs a mask, feel free to possibly contact us through my website. Okay. It's tongueout.org.
Okay.
Tongueout.org, and they can send me an email if they are in trouble and they need a mask, and I will see what we can do to get them a mask.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you again. Stay healthy and keep us informed of what's happening.
Will do. Take care, Lisa.
All right, thank you.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome back. Well, real quick, I wanted to remind you that today's movie is Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and it will be airing at 2 p.m. with subtitles and then at 7 p.m. So our weather, let's take a look at it one more time. We have some rain still on the way, although we are looking at a little sunshine today. Then Sunday, we will have some AM mist and cloudy. Monday, sunshine and cool, 63, 52. And then Tuesday, mostly sunny, 70, 54. So have a great day in the village. Please stay healthy, and we will see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
There's never quite enough time. We try to make the most of it, to find more of it, to cherish each and every moment. At Memorial Care, we value your time. So we're bringing more locations closer to you. Because having award-winning physicians in your own neighborhood means getting to appointments faster and enjoying a healthier life. We're here, with care where you need it.
Welcome to Harvard Eye Associates. We have been proudly serving Orange County for over 40 years. We are excited to announce our Laguna Hills location is now located at a larger state-of-the-art facility, located a block away from our previous location. Our new facility is conveniently located next to Saddleback Hospital and across from Nordstrom Rack at 23961 Calle de la Magdalena. Come join the Circle of Care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.